Alright, hello everyone. Druin here. I wanted to showcase Ubers on a Smite Paladin. I know a lot of people want to do this. My gear is fairly good, though not incredible. So obviously the best piece that I have is this Grief, which if you don't have a Grief, yep, you're definitely going to want to get one. They're pretty amazing for Smite Paladins. The rest of the gear is pretty standard, so G-Face for the helm most of the time. You'll see that I switch for Mephisto specifically. And this is just for the Crushing Blow, so Crushing Blow is how you kill Ubers quickly. Random rare amulet with resist and mana leech. Spirit, so again, no exile or anything like that, just a random spirit shield. Treachery, I think, is the best armor for Smiters right now. Proc Fade, and then you can swap if you want to, but honestly 45 IAS, 20 hit recovery is pretty sweet. Goblin Toe also for Crushing Blow, so that plus G-Face are my two sources of Crushing Blow. And then Random Rare Ring, pretty bad rolled String of Ears, and then you need Ravenfrost for the Can't Be Frozen, and Drac Grasps for the Life Tap. Those are basically hard required. Another way to do Life Tap is with a Wand of Life Tap. So we could do, let's see, like this, and like this. And so this is a way to life tap, right? I guess I probably want the shield. So we can do that for Ubers. And so what you'll see is that using this setup, I can clear everything. So my charms are pretty good. They're mostly just a bunch of resist stuff. I have some lingering magic find stuff because I don't want to switch things. Life. More magic find stuff, good paladin, hellfire torch, more life, fire resist, damage, fire resist, and then combat skills. So pretty good set of charms. The idea being you have max all res, right? And then fade procs, and you have lots and lots of all res. You want to have as much life as possible, and fade plus string of ears will be fizz damage reduction. So let's give it a go. We'll go to Forgotten Sands first. Oh, my follower is just a Might Act 2 follower with Obedience. This is the Guardian Angel that I'll use for Mephisto, and then Crown of Thieves. Alright. Go find Duriel real quick. So this is much easier to solo on a Smite Paladin than it is to solo on any other class. Because Smite Paladins Smite can't miss, and so once you get Life Tap going and Smite, you're basically invincible. Wow, this is the worst Forgotten Sands ever. Those things being immune to Fizz means that, like, if I mess this up sufficiently and I draw enough of them to the place where I'm going to fight, or I get trapped, then I'm just screwed. So let's try not to do that. Usually he's like right next to the entrance, so this is unfortunate. There he is. Alright, cool. So we got really fast bugs over there, which is like very unfortunate.
Thanks.
We really don't want there to be bugs for the fight. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Because they'll drain my mana. Alright. Well, this is already terrible. This is definitely supposed to be the easiest of the events. So what we want to do here is we want to draw everything over here, kill some spiders really quick, and then we want to smite stun these so that they don't follow. And then we want to come over here. Now we want to do this. Ideally we can draw him away from bugs. So we're going to keep running around until we find a place that's like relatively bug-free. Yeah, these bugs being fast is just actually terrible. So we'll go like this. Get more mana pots.
Salutations.
So again, the idea here is to draw as many of these away as possible from the Duriel fight. I don't actually know where Duriel is currently. So there's one of the fast ones. So if you get them all Smite stunned, then you can run away and they can't follow you. Oh, good. Fanaticism. That looks very fun. Let's see if we can... No. These guys are too speedy. Oh, this is disaster, dude. This is an actual disaster. Ooh. Did we do it? Cast life tap. Alright, that's few enough bugs that we should be fine. So I used the wand to cast life tap on Duriel. And we have only 2 bugs on us, which is fine. I have enough defense that the bugs are not going to be able to do damage. Cool. Alright, so that was the worst that Sands can ever be, where you have fast bugs. Obviously, if you have a friend who can do magic damage, that's one way to deal with it. So we'll do Matron's Den next. This is definitely the hardest of the maps. The Harpies, these things, do bajillions of damage, so it's very possible to die. As a Smite Paladin, you can actually clear this place. None of this stuff is immune to physical, but it's like takes forever. Just a very long dungeon, so I usually just rush. One of the nice things about Fade from Treachery, the Assassin skill Fade from your Treachery, is that it does reduce the duration of curses. And so the Harpies are going to amp damage you, and you don't really want to tank Lilith, the amped up Andariel, with amp damage on, because she can actually just one-shot you through 1300 health. So you want to make sure that when you go to engage her, you don't have amp damage on, which means a lot of resetting if you don't. So you can see, like, it's not that bad to clear. Like, they do a lot of damage, so you have to be a little careful. Yeah. These guys are the best, so those are the ones that we're hoping to find when we come in here. Is that her? Yeah, it's her. Alright, so we found her, so we're just going to make sure that, you know, the space that we fight her is a little clear. We'll get our curse on, and then we'll start smiting. Alright, so we really don't want this Harpy, because the Harpy can amp damage us mid-fight. So we're going to kill the Harpy, and hopefully we'll be okay now. So you can see that she can't actually kill me. These chicks are fine, they don't cast amp damage, so we don't care about them. Alright. So you can see that once you get your proc of life tap on, it's not really possible to die, because Smite can't miss, and it full heals you every time it hits. So, all right, 2 down.
How may I be of help?
So Furnace is the easiest. It is difficult to rush, so I usually don't. We can try rushing a little bit, but because of the bridges, you basically get stuck. Nothing here does that much damage once you have good gear. Obviously, all of these places are insanely terrifying if your gear is kind of garbage. This is a pretty good setup, actually. So there's no... one of the mob types that can spawn in here is Chaos Knights. And Chaos Knights do by far more damage than all the other mob types. So we got lucky with no Chaos Knights. So made for a fairly easy rush. And you'll see that Izual is by far easier than all the other Ubers. He just dies instantly. Okay, so that's the first set. So now we're gonna go fight Mephisto and Diablo and Baal. So for this fight, at least for the Mephisto fight, you need huge amounts of resists, like just absurdly large amounts of resists. So the way that I do that, Jamali's gonna die, sadly. He basically can't tank Mephisto. So what we do here is we open the portal, and then we equip Guardian Angel. So you don't need this, but it makes it way easier if you have it. And then we equip T-Gods, and put that in here, put that in here, and then I equip Kira's. So I lose some Crushing Blow by equipping Kira's, but I go up to 304, 292, 303, and 313, which you'll see if we go in there is enough for me to have lots of resists, even with Mephisto's Conviction Aura on. Although I think I need my Lightning Res Grand Charm. So let's put away some Magic Find, and let's go over here and just get some more Lightning Res. There we go. So now we have 331. You want to make sure that you're at 95 after the Conviction Aura. So you have Fade on, right? You can see my character is see-through. It doesn't last forever, so you want to make sure to kill Mephisto fairly quickly. So we're going to go in here, because if it drops, you'll probably die. You are relying on it for a lot of your heals. Okay, so Mephisto's pretty fast, which is very convenient. So we're going to life tap him. We're going to get in there, and we're just going to start smiting. And what you can see is even with Conviction, I have 95 lightning and 88 cold. And that's enough that Mephisto basically can't do damage to me. So we're not particularly worried about his damage. His minions do a fair amount, but that doesn't really matter. So now that we've killed Mephisto, the Uber's fight is pretty straightforward. So what we'll do is we'll switch back to Guillaume's, switch back to Treachery, and switch back to Demon Hide Sash. And that's because the rest of the fight, they don't actually do lots of damage. Lots of elemental damage. Because I'm way over capped for resistances without Mephisto's Conviction Aura. Mephisto's Conviction Aura is minus like 125, I think. Okay, so now we'll try and draw out one of the two. Probably Bale. Alright, there's Bale. There's both of them. I can actually kill both of them, but, you know, just to not ruin the video, we'll kill one at a time. Come here. Hello. There we go. Alright. So the thing with Bale is he spawns ghosts, and they are fizz immune, so you can't kill them, and they drain your mana. So try and stun them throughout the fight. You know, with Grief, my Smite Paladin does enough damage that they don't really have a chance to do much. Now we'll do this, and then we'll head over here to Diablo, and this is it. This is the whole Uber's fight. So again, a lot of this is, you know, easy because I have really good gear. So with all three of them dead, they drop Large Charm, and you can get to killing things. I do enough damage that you can kill these things eventually, right? If you just zeal them to death. These things, not so much. Like, it would take forever to kill these. Let's see. Can't pick up the Large Charm because I have my Paladin Torch in my inventory. So let's go pick it up and ID it. See what we got. Torch needs to go to a shared stash. Oh, right. I can't equip my Grief without my Torch. Alright. Got ourselves a Hellfire Torch. And here we go. Drum roll, Paladin. 3 Druid, 20 All-Res. Ooh. My buddy's a Druid. Main. He'll probably be pretty pumped about that. Alright, well, there you go. That is how you do Ubers on a fairly well-geared Smite Paladin. You know, I understand that, you know, having Grief doesn't always make everything exactly equal to what other people would experience, but thought I'd showcase how it works solo. All right, thanks so much.